Hi everyone, I hope that you're well. Check out my submission for the Mills CNC competition. I hope that you've been getting all your kiddos involved. I'm looking forward to no, whatever. I can't do it. Right, okay, shall I start again? I am looking forward to finding out who's won that £200. All you need to do is head over to the Mills CNC website. There are 5 Doosan machines to choose from, and all you need to do is get your kids to draw or paint the chosen machine of your choice. Talking of competitions, in celebrations of Star Wars Day, we created a caption competition. Just head over to our socials and submit your best caption. Here are some of them. And the winner will be announced next week. Blast from the past! Yeah. Here Colin visited G.W. Martin in Hampshire and dug out this classic. It's an Index DG12 sliding head lathe from George Kingsbury, as they were formerly known.
Right, blast from the past this week. We have found, look at this, an Index DG12 sliding head machine basically. The engineers at G.W. Martin in Eastleigh absolutely love it, and are reliably informed that the guys who originally supplied it are looking to get it back in their sort of museum. Anyway, start at that end and work the way down. So first of all, look at this for a bar feed. This is a 3-metre bar feed. That is absolutely outrageous. But what do you do to extend it? Make a longer bar feed? Just strap a bit of piping on the end. Simple as that. Long gone are those days. But as I said, still holding tolerances, still working really, really well. In fact, the parts it's making are actually made quicker on this than on a sliding head machine. But have a look at this, look. Lifting that up, look in there. Now, I was having a chat with the guys. Where's the guide bush, and does it go non-guide bush this? Well, who knows in there. Look at that, that's fantastic. Close that down. Next bit, look at this. Supplied, it's an Index DG12. Now, this is, we're reliably informed they're out 1960, 1970. They're unsure of the date. So you're thinking 12 inches, clearly not. German, 12 millimetres. Next bit, supplied by George Kingsbury as Staines. Now, since then, they've gone to Geo Kingsbury, and they're now just Kingsbury, I understand, and they're in Portsmouth. So that shows how old this machine is. And look at this in here. Sorry, Chris, you haven't come backwards and forwards. Look at the gearbox. Absolutely fantastic in there. There we go. Right, get your lens out my gearbox. Thank you, Chris. And the next bit, last but not least, look at that. In there, how's that for a piece of machine? A bit of swarf going on there. So that's this week's blast from the past. It is an Index DG12 sliding head lathe. Great piece of equipment, still holding tolerances, still working all day long.
Thanks, Colin. Remember, if you have any classics that you would like to show off, all you need to do is ask. And talking of asking, this week Gina's asking all about wire EDM erosion. We head over to Colin, who will break this down in under a minute.
This is an example of EDM wire erosion. You can see the wire running through the machine. There is an electrical current running through that wire. That will come in contact with the component, create a spark, and erode the component. Why would you use it? There's a number of reasons. First of all, there's less stress on the component. You can also get very, very thin walls on a component, and also you can program very, very complex shapes and very, very tight tolerances down to 2 or 3 microns.
So there you go, EDM wire erosion for less stress on your components, or if you're looking to achieve thin solid walls, complex shapes, and down to very tight tolerances of around 2 or 3 microns, then that is the perfect solution for you. And now I've got in celebration of VE Day. In celebration of VE Day, we are doing a Women in Engineering Wartime special. So women were called on to enter into the masculine workforce and, what does that word say again? Mutations.
But I'm like a person that has a good you-know-what.
Munitions industries. Into roles previously dominated by men, increasing numbers for women were...
So what's the rest of it?
Gap. That's why I stopped.
Okay. You stay classy, San Diego. I'm Ron Burgundy.
For the last time, anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy will read.
Increasing numbers of women were forced into industry jobs between 1940 and 1943. But how does that relate to engineering? Well, during the war, women were needed in other areas of the production process that had previously been carried out by men, such as lathe operations. The Ministry of Labour created training centres that gave an introduction to engineering processes. And in 1941, women were allowed entrance as the importance of the engineering industry grew and became became a large source of female employment. Areas such as aircraft manufacture, light and heavy general engineering, and motor vehicle manufacturing all saw an increase in female employment during the war. Aircraft production saw the largest rise in female employment as it rose from 7% in 1935 to nearly 40% in 1944. The most notable member of the Auxiliary Territorial Service during the Second World War was then Princess Elizabeth. She trained as a driver and a mechanic and reached the rank of junior commander. Yes, Queen! Winston Churchill's youngest daughter, Mary Churchill, later Lady Soames, also served as a member of the ATS. In the engineering industry alone, the number of skilled and semi-skilled female workers increased from 75% to 85% in 1940 to 1942. Even though women were paid less than men, it was clear that the women engaging in war work and taking on jobs preserved by men reduced industrial segregation, which before the war had been very high. Have an incredible VE Day, everyone, and may we remember those women who stepped up within engineering during this testing time in history. You go, girls! Woohoo! Women in engineering! I'm sorry, ladies.
Hello and welcome to Network News Wartime Special. Steve Weiss from Malin Engineering joins Colin in NTD's Daily and tells us all about the manufacturing and components he's currently manufacturing. It's business as usual for Acrona Engineering Limited. They have managed to stay open to service some of our customers in the medical, food processing and air ambulance sectors. Bully! Here is an example of family of parts that they were currently making for a scientific research facility in Oxfordshire, who are working hard on the pioneering fusion of energy for a cleaner, greener and more sustainable future for us all. This is an extra special news bulletin. It's a 20-year-old CNC machining apprentice and is playing a key role in the manufacturing of over 150,000 critical parts for the NHS. Bravo! Jacob Benton, who is studying towards his HNC Level 4 within Incon Trading, is working around the clock within the manufacturing team to produce up to 9 different components for the use of the assembly of ventilators being built for the front line. Well done, Jason. It appears that we've got a telegraph that's just come in. It appears that Jacob Bentham has a pash on yours truly. Well, I never. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Jacob, for having this pash on me. What I'll do in return is I will send you a signed autograph from yours truly. Ben from ProSpeed is still working hard producing some cracking components. Here's a little sample of some of the parts he has been recently manufacturing. He has made loads more, but guess what? NDA.
Can't you tell us anything, Gina?
NDA!
What shape are they, Gina?
Non-disclosure agreement!
But Gina, what are they used for?
I simply cannot talk about it. Official Secrets Act! Some pictures of an aluminium mold tool recently manufactured at Clarent Precision. This involved lots of 3D manufacturing and 4-axis work. Hone Oral Precision, based in Bedfordshire, recently ensuring that they can continue the support of their customers and critical supplies required for the battle against COVID-19 during a tough time for many businesses. Some of you may recall the new Panacho STH 400 flatbed CNC lathe we announced on our blog back at the end of January. Tally ho, good day, stay safe, stay inside. See you next week.